Ladies and gentlemen, it is time. That is right, my brethren. Today is the day of the Warlock, the dawn of the Destrolock, because it's officially back, baby. Today we are going to be taking a look at the talent trees, the updated skills of our favorite specialization of them all. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the platform, the Diva of Destruction, the Tyranny of Terror, the Master of Minions. It is the one and only Destruction Warlock. Finally saying goodbye to Ouroboros in the Shadowlands. Are you guys gonna cry? I might just cry, or I might just jump for joy. I don't really know. I think I'll be so happy that I'm gonna start crying. All right, let's go ahead, guys. Get into dessert first, because let's face it, life is short. So let's go ahead and get the big chunks, the bread and butter of this conversation right off the bat, shall we? First thing is first, guys. We're going to be taking a look at the talent trees of the Destrolock itself. Now, I'm not going to be going through every single one of these like, yeah, this is good. Oh, you should do this. You should not do this. Let's just go down, like I said, dessert first, okay? The very bottom, seeing what we might be able to achieve later on in our Warlock lives. And the first one that stood out to me, we're going to start on the Warlock side, okay? So this isn't our specialization. This is just Warlocks in general, as they are, as they come. The thing that stands out to me is that you get Grim Feast, which is basically your drain life. The way, if we need, health, and we need it now, but there's an enemy, we suck up the life. It now channels 30% faster, which means we get it quicker, but also it restores our health 30% faster too as well, which means less death, more life, more fighting, more kicking butt. And this, guys, this right here is where Warlocks become Warlocks yet once again. The Summon Soul Keeper. Now it says you collect tormented souls from each target you kill, and occasionally escape souls you previously collected. Well, guess what? This is gonna summon a Soul Keeper that consumes all the tormented souls that we've collected, blasting enemies nearby. And it just sounds amazing. It sounds so cool. It's like there's a story for an ability, and that's what we need as Warlocks. Like, we need that. 374 chaos damage for every 1 second for each tormented soul consumed. So the more souls that we consume, the more seconds you're gonna last. That's what she has. Come on. It's a serious video, come on. And you can last even longer because the next one is called Diagra. No! The next one is called Inquisitor's Gaze. What does it do? I'm glad that you asked. It summons an Inquisitor's eye. So, Warlocks, we get this eye that kind of looks around. If you're too scared to go anywhere, it'll go out, it'll look for you. It's kind of like an exploring device. Really cool, very fragile, but very, very, very handy to use. So we're going to use that, and it blasts enemies for 163 shadow flame damage. Shadow flame damage. It's just freaking awesome. And occasionally dealing 187 shadow flame damage instead. And it lasts for an hour. So it's really cool that we get to, right off the bat, at the very end of these talent trees, use, more minions, more sidekicks, because that's what we do. We're Warlocks. And let's go over the last one, Soul Burn. So basically 1 soul shard, it's instant. It can consume a soul shard, unlocking the hidden power of your spells. It sounds mystical, it sounds magical, it sounds very Warlocky, and I'm glad that they incorporated it. Demonic Circle to teleport increases your movement speed by 50%, makes you immune to snares and roots for 8 seconds. That's pretty good. Demonic Gateway can be cast instantly. Drain life, you get an absorb shield. That's the amount of healing done for 30 seconds. And cannot exceed 30% of your max health. That makes sense. Health Funnel restores 140% more. God. Health, and reduces the damage taken by your pet for 30% for 10 seconds. And Health Stone, it's like, well, but wait, there's more. Health Stone increases the healing of your Health Stone by 30% and increases your maximum health by 20% for 12 seconds. I don't know if this is going to work with everybody that has it in your party. I think it's just going to be just you. but it's really cool nonetheless that they're focusing on the main aspects of Warlocks, and I super appreciate that. I'm super excited just for the Warlock side. Like, this is an awesome side, but we're about to go over even a more awesome side over there. I don't know where I am right now, but it's way over there. A lot of these other ones, I think that they're really good. They basically kind of buff up the skills that you already have, the skills that you already know and that you want to use, which is a super useful tool. And I really love the diversity of it too, because it's like not two Warlocks are gonna be, you know, the same, or it could even be remotely the same. You know, I mean, such things as, I don't know, like Desperate Pact, basically drain life, 30% more healing if you're under 50% health, which is pretty cool. Nightmare, when fear ends, the target is slowed by 15% for 4 seconds. Just like awesome, crazy, like Shadow Fury, stuns all 8. I mean, they're pretty much the skills, and they either add to them or they are basically in bulk. And that's what I absolutely love to see all across the board. And also too, Destruction is where it is, guys. The very end of your talent tree to look forward to, if you can get to it, if we can get to it. Come on, baby. Reign of Chaos, while your initial Infernal, so that's basically your green guy, your green go-to buddy that comes on down and slams people, and you know, basically into the ground. It's basically like a Hulk smash minion guy. I love that guy. While he's active, every soul shard you spend, okay, I'm guessing it doesn't matter on what, just if you spend it, has a 15% chance to summon an additional Infernal that lasts for 8 seconds. Mind blown, dude. One Infernal, okay, is like your best friend. They do so much damage. They do what they need to do. You always need to keep it on because you always love the guy. Can you imagine having 2 of them for the 8 seconds? And this is just, I mean, these are just talent points. This is absolutely amazing. It's blowing me away. It's blowing me away. Grand Warlock's design, guys. Every soul shard you spend reduces the cooldown of Summon Infernal by 1.5 seconds. So, a very Infernal based. I love that. I love Infernal. I love that they do that with the talents. Chaos Incarnate, Chaos Bolt, Rain of Fire, and Shadow Burn always gains maximum benefit from your mastery chaotic energies. I mean, it's basically just empowering the powered, and I'm at a loss of words, but it is exciting to look forward to say the least. And also to Destruction Warlock, the Destrolock, guys. Now, we know Destrolocks, come on, baby. We are the masters of time and space, the portals that go through them, and this combines with that. It goes into the story, it tells the story, it makes us feel a lot more unique. Dimensional Rift. Now, the first 40-yard range. I'm speaking Warlock. Oh my God, it's changed me. 40-yard range rips a hole in time and space, opening a random portal that damages your target. Why didn't you do this before? Like, come on, man. Blizzard, this is what we want. This is what we need. Come on, man. Do you want a Shadowy Tear? 9507 shadow damage, 14 seconds. Unstable Tear, 8144 chaos damage over 6 seconds. Or would you choose the Chaos Tear? Fires a Chaos Bolt, dealing 2918 chaos damage. This Chaos Bolt always critically strikes, and your critical strike chance increases its damage. I mean, this is chef's kiss. Chef's kiss, alright? Generates 3 soul shard fragments too as well. But that's besides the point. Avatar of Destruction. No, not the blue people that are, you know, climbing the trees and have hovering whatever helicopters and everything attacking everything, like setting them on fire. Oh my God, we're gonna link in. Not that avatar, a different avatar. When Chaos Bolt or Rain of Fire consumes a charge of Ritual of Ruin, you summon a Blasphemy for 8 seconds. Now, what is a Blasphemy, Captain Blue Shell? I'm glad that you asked me that, because I'm a master at reading whatever the crap is on my screen. But for you guys, I'm going to do something special. Here we go. Blasphemy! Summons a blasphemy from the twisting nether, impacting for 1020 fire damage and stunning all enemies in the area for 2 seconds. The blasphemy will serve you for 8 seconds, dealing 748 damage to all nearby enemies every 1 to 7 seconds and generating 1 soul shard fragment every half second. You're welcome. You don't know how many takes that took, and I'm not gonna tell you. And I mean, just looking at this too, you know, just kind of looking around random things, I don't even know, Diabolic Embers. Incinerate now generates 100% additional soul shard fragments. We've got Ashen Remains, Chaos Bolt, and Incinerate deal 10% increased damage to targets afflicted by Immolate. The list goes on. I mean, it's really nice that we have the talent trees back. I'm happy. I'm happy that we do, because you can pick and choose. You can go ahead and kind of strategize what your style is, what your gameplay is, what you're going to need it for, and you just kind of go from there. But the main thing is like the story and everything else that they kind of put towards specialties. Like, it makes sense now. And Destrolock, I'm so glad that we're back on the map. Like, we have a lot of buffs, and speaking of buffs, we're going to be going over a few of the skills too as well that have bumped up and ramped up, and I'm super excited for them too as well. Now, I do have to say this. I have to, you know, disclaimer, because this is beta. You know, they're probably not going to be exactly what they are here, but it looks like everything is going to be buffed out, which is good. It's probably going to change, so this is not set in stone, and I'm just letting you guys know that, because we know this. There's going to be, you know, fixes. There's going to be different, you know, matters of opinion when they actually put it in, so I'm really hoping people don't whine and cry about it too much, because Destrolock, I really want us, I mean, we need the buffs. Like, we need to be buffed, not maxed out, not like over the top, but let's go ahead and go over the specializations first here. We've got Immolate, burns the enemy, so instead of about 40%, get about 53% of your spell power, and an additional, instead of 150, it's 200% of spell power. Incinerate, same thing. Instead of the 96%, 130% of your spell power, generates 2 soul shard fragments, an additional 1 on critical strikes. Pretty cool. Talents, here we go, guys. Cataclysm, instead of the 180% of the target's location, you get 216% Shadow Flame damage to all the enemies within 8 yards. Obviously, we know this, nothing new, but that amount of power on everything, all across the board, it brings a tear to my eye, like I'm about to cry. But it's so nice, it's so liberating, and it's just, it feels right. Chaos Bolt, instead of the 117, we get 152%. Conflagrate, same thing, instead of 93%, 116%. And also too, I mean, we get Rain of Fire, you know, instead of the 8%, 12%, with that beautiful trademarked Rain of Fire, the comets coming down, us Destrolocks just dancing in the rain. It's a beautiful spectacle to see, it truly is. Just everything, all across the board, my friends. And I know it depends on what talents that you want to go ahead and persevere and follow up on and explore, and that's great, but I really couldn't ask for anything better but these buffs, because Shadowlands, it's been a thorn in our side for such a long time, and it's finally, you know, happening that we get the buff. The talent trees, they look amazing, and yeah, I'm definitely going to be sticking with Destrolock as I've loved it, and seeing the changes that are coming. I can't wait for it, and I hope you guys are looking forward to it too as well. And let me know too, guys, what you guys think, not just of Destrolock, not just of Warlock, but you know, your classes, your specializations. What do you think of the talent trees for you guys as mains? and also too what your kind of, you know, what your plan is. What are you going to be going through? What do you kind of want to do? What rocks, what sucks? Let me know in the comments. We're almost done with Oribos, so we can almost throw Shadowlands away, get into the dragons, and I'll see you guys riding those dragons. And for more videos like that, definitely follow, like, subscribe. I will see you on that next high-flying dragon adventure. It's Captain Blue Shell. I'm out!